Braised beef rolls. This is a dish that gives you a lot when you finish, because a big pot full, but it takes some time. So it's one of those Sunday dishes, the Sunday sauce with beef braciole. These are just the braised beef rolls. So let me show you how. First, the stuffing. We'll put some bread, soak it with milk. So here we are. I am squeezing it out, and I'm going to squeeze all the milk and then kind of break it up like that. Let's squeeze the milk out, and then let's crumble it. Could you use breadcrumbs here? I guess you could, but like this, soaked in milk, it makes the stuffing much more tender. And we'll start to assemble all of the stuffing. Some hard-boiled eggs in there. I kind of usually chop them separately, the yolk, and not that it makes any difference, but to me it makes a little bit of a difference. So let's go with the egg whites. Okay, now let's chop the yolk right in there. It's good. Some raisins go in there. Some grated cheese. Chopped parsley. Toasted pinoli nuts. Some really finely chopped garlic, but not too much, just a little bit. So let's mix all of this together. Okay, so this is the stuffing. We'll leave that here, and we'll start with the meat. This is the bottom roast, the chuck, all of those pieces maybe that are a bit more economical. Get yourself a nice sharp knife, and you hold your hand right there, and your hand tells you where the knife is going in a sense. Okay? You keep on going until you do it all. I have prepared some so I don't bore you here with this continuous rolling and filling, but I will show you how. These are a little pounded. Let's pound the rest. That's it. Okay, the stuffing is a little prosciutto, thin slice of prosciutto like that. So this is provola, cheese. Provola is good because it is in the family of mozzarella. It's a little bit more intense in flavor, and it really melts quite nicely. Okay, and then we go for the stuffing. And the stuffing is nice and moist, and you don't need to put a lot of stuffing, just like that. So let's go like this. Nice and tight. Let's flip the side, just like that. And then let's finish it nicely like this. And 2 toothpicks will do. And we'll remove it when we serve it, okay? You roll first, and then you pull the sides in. And then you give it the last roll, which will make a nice, neat package. Okay. Now let's start with the sauce. So let's begin with a little bit of oil. I think I want to salt it lightly, just like that. One of the first things that you do is actually you want to brown the braciole in there. Okay. Let me just turn it a little bit on the side. And you don't need to cook it at this point. This will braise for an hour and a half to 2 hours. All you want is to get that raw meat flavor out. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Right in here, we'll put the garlic and let it just caramelize a bit. The onion. Okay. Put the onions on one side, let them cook a little bit more. Let's make the hot spot for the tomato paste. And the tomato paste is just a concentration of tomatoes, of great summer-ripe tomatoes, and it really brings a wallop of flavor to the sauces when you make the sauces. But make sure that you toast it a little bit like this before, because if you mix right away the tomato paste with the onions, it doesn't get caramelized. Treat them separately and then you join them in all together. Okay. At this point, we'll add red wine. Good red wine. You know what I tell you always about cooking with wine? Okay. So here it is bubbling away, the wine. When you're cooking with wine, what you want is the flavor, the acidity, the tannins. The alcohol you don't need, you don't want. And you want it to dissipate. And then slowly, you can add the rest of your liquids. At this point, I will add the tomato. Let me add the salt. As far as herbs, bay leaves, nice fresh bay leaves right in here. And then I'm gonna just slide in the rolled beef. The beef rolls should be basically covered. I have some hot water here. You can put stock if you'd like. Make sure it's warm and keep on adding it as it consumes. Do not add all of the liquid at once and make it a big soup kind of situation. So I have it boiling. I'm gonna lower it a little bit, cover it, and come back to it periodically, mix it, add some hot water or stock, and it'll be ready in about an hour and a half, 2 hours to serve. Master class, cooking with wine. Add wine at the beginning of the cooking process to give the alcohol a chance to evaporate. White wine pairs well with light dishes like fish and chicken. Red wine is great for bold braises. When cooking with wine, it imparts its acidity, flavor, and tannins. So, the better the wine in your cooking, the better the food. The beef rigatoni are done. They've been cooking more than 2 hours, and they're almost falling apart, and they're soft and tender and delicious. And whenever there's something delicious cooking in this kitchen, you know who comes. And that is Grandma. And Grandma's here. Ciao, Nonna.
Ciao, bellissima.
Okay, allora, sei pronta?
Always. For food, always.
All right. So let's take a look at these bracioles. And just like that. And we will make a plate. Okay. And you just pile them like that. Grandma, looks good?
But you have a party. One is enough for me.
No. This is for the family at the table. I show them how to take care of their family.
Great. That's great.
You know,
that's beautiful.
Okay. So I'm piling this up right like this. A little bit of the sauce. This is beautiful and ready. And now let me give you your portion and my portion.
One is enough for me.
Okay, so there's 2 toothpicks in each. Okay?
Let me try.
Grandma, while you eat, I'll tell you un proverbio. I guess you know the proverbio because you know a lot of Italian proverbs. Due dita di vino e un calcio al medico.
Al medico. You are bravo.
You know that means
Very good.
an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But in Italians are a bit more straightforward about. Due dita di vino, 2 fingers of wine, sort of gives a kick to the doctor. So it kind of sends the doctor away. So we are all set here. Tell me, Nonna, ti mangi, come va? Look how soft, how tender this is, huh? You like it?
Soffice, gustoso, heavenly taste.
Just kind of melts in your mouth, and there's the pinoli nuts, and the stuffing comes out. There's a complexity in the sauce. So, Noni, let's, I know we love it, we want to go and eat, but we want to invite them as well to come with us. So, Grandma, we're already eating, but we have to invite them. What do we say?
Why not? Let them all to come tutti a tavola a mangiare e bere.
You heard, Grandma.